Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your tarot video scope for Team by Alma, and happy to you. Immediately I'm picking up in some anxiety, celebrations, some good news related to work or finances, and generally being brought back to balance. So let's break it down one by one. In the position representing you, today we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, to me, it's a card that represents sadness, grief, mental anguish, physical pain. I have a feeling that somehow you do feel anxiety, you feel anxious. Maybe you start criticizing yourself, or you are not pleased with yourself. I have a feeling that you are too harsh on yourself, and you don't need to be, because you are just adding more anxiety to yourself. There are people and situations around you that are adding to this anxiety. But however, I also have a feeling that you are blowing up the proportion. You are blowing up the situation out of proportion in your mind. The way you feel about this is very intense. So the situation is not as bad as you feel it, or is not as bad as you perceive it. So you are going to be okay, no matter what the source of this anxiety is. In the position of what could be crossing you, and it could be predominant in the first 2 weeks of her, you have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, it is a great card to have, especially because it has a lot to do with your financial stability. So financial stability is entering your life. Little by little, things are coming to it. You are able to pay your bills, and maybe starting from now, you are going to be able to save a little money. You are very guarded, very protective towards your money or your material possessions. At some point, maybe you even have a hard time letting go of some stuff, like feeling very guarded. I have a feeling that, as I said, not only your financial matters are entering a phase when there's stability. I have a feeling that you are going to sort out, you are going to go through this evaluation with your finances, maybe checking out your bills, switching to different providers that offer you a better deal. You could be worried a little bit when it comes to finances. Maybe you are worried if you're going to pay the rent, or if you can afford to buy a new house. I'm sensing that there is a lot of plans in the making, maybe that are not going to take place right now this year, but maybe there's talks about it for next year. You could be presented with an opportunity to invest your money, or opportunity for a promotion or raise. If you were looking for a job, this is the job offer being offered to you. So money is being money, but I'm also sensing not only your money. Whoever lives in the same house with you, people that you have shared finances with, they are also improving, and at least they're being balanced. In the position of what's above you, you have the Chariot. This is another great card to have because it denotes victory, overcoming obstacles. So any obstacles that are going to be your way, not only with your finances, but also with jobs, with a job situation, with a difficult client, maybe a difficult situation at work with co-workers. Anything that you need to move forward that represented a blockage for you. Now is the time when you are going to go through this deep reevaluation, evaluating which direction to go. You have all the information that you need to know in order for you to know the good and the bad, and to have a proper informed information on how to move forward. Definitely, this is the victory card moving forward. It can also mean that for some of you, there is an opportunity to take an important trip. In the position of what's above you, or the root cause for this, you have the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is another great card because it denotes harmony, comfort, is another wealth card. So I mentioned with the Four of Pentacles that, finally money is stabilizing, or it's even there's some stability that is entering in, related to your finances. So this is another great card that is bringing you more money to where that came from. There's money entering your life not only through work, but as I said, either through family members. You could be getting gifts, or I don't know what you are getting through family, but definitely is increasing your wealth and properties. It could be, an expensive gift. Family matters are being resolved. There is this new harmony with family. You could be throwing even a house party, or you could be invited to a house party. Definitely, there is a lot to celebrate between in your family. For some of you, it can mean that you are celebrating, you are welcoming into your family a new family member. This can be somebody that just got engaged or married, and you are welcoming them, or you are welcoming a child into your family. So great celebrations, great family events to be celebrated. In the position of the near past, you have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a card to me that denotes some information. It's coming your way, you have some news, or even holding on to some news, sort of a secret. And you need to be very cautious because you don't know at what point to say this knowledge that you have, to say this information. I would be very careful if I was you, because I have a feeling, I keep sensing that some information will be spilled. I have a feeling that you could be saying something that you don't mean, or that you forgot, and by accident you could be spilling some sort of important information or important secret. So be wary of that. In the position of the near future, you have the Three of Cups, another celebration card. So another great card to have, because not only your family life, in your family life, in your home, you have a lot of events to celebrate, great successes to celebrate with your family, in relation to you or to your family. But now with the Three of Cups, you are also having a lot of celebrations through friends. So your social life again is picking up. A lot of invitations to go to. Is like you are in the center of attention everywhere you go. There's just this feeling of celebrations and people wanting to go out and to party. So if you fear, or I'm also feeling in here, there's some sort of a tension or anxiety between you and people that work closer with you, those are also going to be resolved. I'm sensing in here that somehow you are going to step in, and you are going either to take charge to resolve the situation, or you are going to be the peacemaker. So as a result of that, this is a great celebration here through with friends and co-workers. So things or people are going to come to it. There's a feeling in here that you are going to find a common ground or the common language with your coworkers. It's like you're going to be more of a team or more of a family, and it is the same thing with your family members and family relations, like getting closer together, finding out that common ground and understanding, and working together good as a team. So in the position of your internal attitude, and this could resonate with your rising sign, for some of you, you have the Judgment. The Judgment card is another card that has to do with improving conditions, change, has a lot to do with personal matters. Personal matters, relationship matters. You are going to go through a deep reassessment of your relationship in your life. It can be the relationship with your partner. It can be your relationship with a child, with an older family member, with other people that you perceive as an authority, either or they can be family members or not. You are trying to achieve a goal, to go in a new direction, to fulfill a wish. But the way you are going to do this, you keep doing the same things and you keep getting the same result. So people are going to intervene, and they're going to show you another way. So changes are going to happen in such a way that you are going to be forced to make these changes, therefore achieve a different result. And that different result for you is a success. So be prepared for changes, listen to others, listen to their advice, and see what you can implement See what advice can you implement into whatever is it that you need to achieve, whether it is professionally, personal, in legal matters, in financial matters, in love and relationship matters. Implement these changes and it's going to give you a great result. So the direction as to where you're going is the right one, but the steps that you are taking to go there, you're doing something wrong. So life and people are going to arrange for you that in a way that changes are going to happen in order for you to make the proper steps so you can achieve that success or the desired outcome. In the position of people in the environment around you, you have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords to me denotes undecisiveness. So you're trying to make some changes, or changes are happening to you regardless. You are very influenced by people who tell you to do one thing and is very positive, and then people who tell you totally a different thing. So opposite advice from different people. And also, in order for you to make some important decisions in relation to these changes or in relation to the new direction as to where you want to go, more information needs to be revealed. I have a feeling that when it comes to your decision making, you don't even have to worry so much and stress yourself so much and feel anxious because of it, having to choose, because I have a feeling that situations are going to happen in such a way that that decision either will be made for you or will be very, very clear to you. In the position of internal feelings, in terms of hopes, fears, and wishes, you have the World. And the World is another great card to have, because it means that suddenly all these opportunities, is like the whole world is opening up in front of you. You're going to have these great opportunities either to travel the world, to communicate with people around the world, to get opportunities, ideas, inspirations. Planetary movements are aligning in such a way that they're going to create these opportunities for you. You are going to receive those news and that important information that you need, that piece of the puzzle that you need in order for you to make that important informed decision. See, with this card you didn't have all the information to make that decision, but with the next card you are receiving the right news and the right information that you need to make that important decision. This card is also telling me, or I'm sensing through this card, through the World, that you could be hearing about some shaking events. They could affect you emotionally somehow. You are also concerned about other people's well-being, not directly for you. It could also mean that you could run into some limitations and some blockages, and you feel like for a moment there you're going to be thrown off balance. However, I have a feeling that it's just going to be a temporary thing. It's just going to be a transitional phase. You have to go through what you have to go through in order for you to learn some important messages, to learn some important lessons, and to go through this spiritual, emotional maturation. So, but I also keep hearing that it's also about your perception in here. So you tend to take some information and make it bigger than it is, to relieve that moment in a more deep, sensitive way. So changing your perspective is going to change the world around you, and it's going to open more doors for you. This is what I keep hearing through this card, the World. So the next card, and this is the outcome, and it totally makes sense to what I've been talking so far, because you got the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is another card that represents balance. Represents having angels' blessings, divine forces working on your behalf, supporting you. They're going to support you through these important changes, or they're going to bring you important changes, even though you might resist a little bit and you are not sure as to why this is happening. This is only meant for you so they can bring you back to balance. If you know your health, you have some health concerns and you feel like your health is out of balance, you will be balanced. If you feel like maybe something doesn't please you, you're not emotionally fulfilled, or you're not happy, events and divine intervention in here, angels working on your behalf to make this spiritual fulfillment happening for you, to bring you back in balance. This can also is the same thing if you feel like you're out of balance with your finances, with your work, with your career, anything at all. So bringing back the balance to you. So let me open cards from a different deck and let me see what other important messages could be available for you at this time. So you have time to move on. It's time to let go of old and worn out so that the new can come in. So let me show you the cards. So the card is calling your attention, and the great advice in here is that if you do want to move forward, and if you want these new changes that are happening for you in an easier way, you need to let go of old thoughts and ways of thinking. For some of you, I also keep hearing that you need to let go of some old habits, especially when it comes to your old health habits. So adjusting and moving with the flow and letting go what no longer serves you is the answer. So it's time to move on, but in order for you to make this transition and move forwards in a positive direction, you need to let go of old habits and old ways of thinking. I'm going to open cards from a different deck, and I'm going to use the John Holland deck, the Psychic Tower, and let me see what else is there for you. So they're saying light. So the message in here is, if you find yourself that you have been going through some struggles, for you, for some of you, it can be emotional struggles. For other ones, it can be financial struggles, or even struggles with work and career choices. So it seems like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Light is finally here. So for some of you, these changes to bring you, this light into your world are going to start happening. But I also have a feeling, and I'm sensing, and I'm hearing that changes are happening now. So for some of you in October, for other ones in November, and so on and so forth, it could be happening for a whole entire year, starting from now for some of you. And all of these changes are only meant to bring light and enlightenment to brighten the path of your life. So enjoy it. Have a great time in November. Have fun in your party. This was just a general reading. If you did like it, please like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, please do write me the link below with any questions or comments. If you do need to schedule a private reading with me, please contact me through email almalightworker@gmail.com or almastudent2000@yahoo.com. If you need to see me in person, because I also do have an office where I do most of healing work, feel free to contact me through email or through website almalightworker.com. My office is located in Quincy, Massachusetts. I also offer birthday readings, face readings. I offer healings in person or in distance, like energy clearings, Reiki healings, other forms of spiritual healings, tone rent sessions. Check out the website if you need to find out more about services, or if you do need to contact me. In the meantime, have a great month and happy to you. Bye.